Hello, hello. Oh my goodness. I am so happy to be here. Hello. This I Am Worthy of Credit Challenge. The I Am Worthy of Credit Challenge live series. Oh my goodness. I collaborated and merged the I Am Worthy of Credit Challenge with Grown and Holy. So we are talking Christian at night. This is the Christian Talk After Dark. All our night owls in the house. That's me. I am a night owl. At nighttime is when I get all of my creative juices flowing. It's when I can think clearly. During the day, there's just so much going on. I can't think. I'm busy. So, hey, this is when we are at our optimal thinking time. We're relaxed. It's a mellow vibe. Everything is relaxed. We're laying around. We're sitting down. It's after dinner and we are thinking about things that's going on. So come on and join us. Come on and join us, community. Christian Talk After Dark. I have a special guest for you guys. I'm so excited to bring her on. This is Christian Talk After Dark. We're talking about the serious things. We're being grown, right? We're on grown folk talk. The kids are in the bed sleep. We are talking about things that are serious, that we don't get to talk about at church because we're so busy, giving our little greetings, saying hello here and there. But then we get home, like, I really need to talk to somebody about this issue. So we're bringing these issues on tonight and the following nights to come. Right now, it is the I Am Worthy of Credit. We are talking about the emotional effects and the mental health effects of not having good credit. It is a real issue. Nobody's talking about it. So I'm here to ring the alarm. We're going to talk about this issue. We're not going to hide anymore. We're not going to bury our head in the sand, right? We're going to talk about this issue. So we are meeting faith, finance, healing, mental health, all of that, emotional health. We're talking about all of that because a lot of that goes into our money story. The money story surrounding shame, the money story surrounding the trauma that caused us to be in a financial situation in the first place, right? Nobody wants to talk about it. We're going to talk about it, right? We're being grown, we're being holy. We are talking about real issues that affect us. We're Christians, yeah, but we're not superheroes, right? We get weak. That's why we have Jesus. We get weak. We get stressed out. We get frustrated. And sometimes we go to church with that full mask on, that armor, like, I'm blessed and highly favored, saying all our affirmations. And then when we get home, it's like we're really stressed out about different things that's going on. Let's be honest. Let's all be honest for a little bit, talking about how stressful things are right now. That's the only way that you're going to heal. That's the only way that you can deal with the emotional side of money trauma, financial stress. We got to talk about it. We got to share resources. We got to do it together and say, hey, I know someone who can help. I know someone, that can give you some advice. We get the experts in the room to talk about these issues, right? We're grown, we're holy. It's Christian Talk After Dark. So each night for the next, for this month, for the I Am Worthy of Credit Challenge, for the next 3 weeks, we're going to be talking about the trauma that comes from being rejected from, hold on, let me plug you in right here. Being rejected from credit. We get rejected, and then we just go on like, it's not a big deal. We don't talk about it, but hey, some issues, some people, they carry that rejection, right? Rejection creeps in, and we have to talk about that rejection. We got to talk about how that affects us, right? So in this series, that we're going to be talking about. We're going to talk about how credit impacts our confidence, being rejected. It impacts our confidence, right? It gives us stress. Stress is a silent killer, especially among women, right? Because we hold everything in. We're going to talk about mental health. This affects our mental health as well, you guys, right? There's fear that comes into it. Nobody wants to talk about that part. How fear starts to creep into every decision we make. Now we got that rejection from our credit, our finances are messed up. Now fear comes in and we don't want to try anything else. We don't even want to look at our credit report. We don't want to address it. We just stop trying. We don't want to get that business going. It is a real cycle. It is a real cycle. And we're here to talk about it. We're here to break the cycle, break the stigma. And then we're going to talk about how to break those cycles, right? How to repair your credit, get yourself strong, get yourself confident, put yourself back in the right frame of mind. How to rebuild emotionally. Some people don't know how to do that. You know, you just think, oh, I'm not going to think with it. I'm fine. I'm okay. It's not a big deal. And we don't realize that this situation is a big deal because now it's affecting every other decision that I make after that. Because now, like I mentioned before, I got fear, you know, I got shame associated with it. I don't want anybody to see that my credit is messed up. So I'm not even going to share the fact that I have this problem. It's a big deal, you guys. It's called money trauma. It's real. Nobody's talking about it. But we're going to ring the alarm because we are going to heal from this trauma, right? We're going to talk about how to rebuild emotionally. And then we're going to shift from survival, which most of us is in right now. How you doing? I'm surviving. If you ever say that, I'm here to don't say that anymore. You don't want to survive. You want to thrive, right? You want to thrive. And when you're thriving, not only are you building ownership, now you have ownership, you own your assets, you're investing, and you're building a legacy, you're building family wealth. So, let me just take a breath for a minute. I know it's a lot. We're going to breathe. I know it's a lot, but it's okay. It's all right. That's why we're here. We're going to talk about it. And I got a special guest for you guys. Oh my gosh. The minute I met her, it was just a connection. I knew that she was a good person. And not only was she a good person, she loved the Lord. And not only that, she was a rock star. She is a rock star in the credit industry, the credit building, credit repair industry. That's her realm. And she is ruling, okay? She is ruling in her realm. And I'm going to bring her on in a minute. But yeah, just for a minute, I just want to take some time to just digest everything I just said. I know it's a lot, but we need to talk about these things. These are the things that keep us up at night. These are the things when we can't go to sleep, you know? These are the things when we're pacing back and forth, how I'm going to handle the bills, how I'm going to pay for this, how I'm going to pay for that. You know, little Susie needs braces, and, you know, Johnny needs to go to football camp. All these things start to plague on us, and we're wondering how we're going to pay for these things. And, you know, we find ways and we're hustling and we're trying to make things work. But guess what? It's affecting us emotionally. It really is. It's affecting us emotionally. It's affecting us mentally. And we need to talk about it. We need to address these issues. So first, I'm going to invite my good friend and my partner in crime right here. We're trying to rule when it comes to finances and real estate here in Columbus, Ohio. We are going to make a dent, okay? We are going to get people back on track with their credit. They're going to be owning their homes and they're going to be investing, because once you invest, guess what you can do? You can start helping other people. That sounds like kingdom to me. I don't know about you, but that sounds like kingdom living, right? When you fix yourself and you start helping those around you, you start helping other people build up. You helping other people get shelter over their heads. You're helping other people, with information to get them out of their situation. That sounds like kingdom living to me. I think we're on the right track. I think we're doing the right thing. So I'm going to give me a minute right here to bring my girl Sierra on. Hey, Sierra.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. Oh, we had a night, didn't we?
It was amazing. It was amazing. Cannot complain. I know we touched a lot of people's hearts, and we're going to continue to do that because we're doing the Lord's work, like you said. And this mission has to be done. And what better people to do it than us? I'm
Right. It
honored to be
has
a
to
part
be
of it.
done, right? Time somebody raised their hand, say, I'll do it. I'll do it. And yes, we are on a mission. We are on a mission to not just heal people emotionally, but also empower them financially. And I think a lot of times we go to church and we get the word and we get free in church and, in our spiritual life, but then it doesn't show up in our finances, and it doesn't show up in our, in the natural day to day that we have to do. So I'm going to ask you, Sierra, some really good questions, because I know you've dealt with a lot of, I feel that working in this field is like we talked about it, how working in this field, we feel like social workers, right? We
Mm-hmm.
feel like therapists. So it's not
Mm-hmm.
just, I think when you talk about money, all these other things come into play. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we
Okay.
may hear a story about one of your clients and how you help them with this money trauma.
Okay. Well, just to give you a brief background, I'm Sierra Grace with Credit Remedy. I've been with Credit Remedy since 2016. This is our 9-year anniversary, actually, last month. So it's an honor to continue to, serve Ohio and other states. We just posted today our licensing for 2026 that was approved for the entire year. If you are a real credit repair specialist or expert in Ohio, you must be licensed and bonded. We have our NMLS numbers just like the mortgage lenders do. So you can tell for the fake and fraud. If we don't have our license, then probably back away from that company. You get what you pay for. But anywho, I am a mom first. I have two little boys, Michael and Myro. I have a 10-year-old and a 15-year-old. And honestly, those are my world. I promise you, I will jump through hoops just like anybody else will for their children. My children both have autism. So, me being a advocate for them definitely is the mama bear in me. Don't play with mine because mama bear coming out. So it's already in me to be that helper, that advocate, that if you need me, I'm there type person. And sometimes that can get you caught up because you want to help, help, help. And sometimes that leads you down the wrong way. So when you ask me for a story, I'm going to tell you my personal story, what happened to me. Um, Everybody can be a credit specialist in the world. It sounds magical. So you will have the 800 credit score, you will have business credit, you will have lines and loans, and then you'll figure out, well, what do I do with the money? My thought process was, I'm going to go back to my home state, which was Cincinnati, and I'm going to give back and I'm going to build my home where I was living. And I just had this grand idea that I was going to use my credit and I was going to build my city up. And guess what happened to me, guys? They saw me coming. They robbed me.
Mm.
They robbed me. They took the money and ran. I invested in properties. I invested in other corporations so that we can build the property. They made it such a grand scheme of, yes, we're going to help and build the city. When it was time to actually get the work done, because they see the bad coming, they take off. And then you're left with that
Wow.
guilt. You're left with that hurt. You did all the hard work to fix your credit. You did all the hard work to build your credit. And as if you know, I'm a teacher. So not only am I teaching them how to get it, all they did was saw she naive. That's all they saw. And I was. It was me starting out with business
Mm.
credit at first. And it took me a while to get over that, because now you starting to get lawsuits from other companies saying, hey, I want my money back. And your story is, I just got robbed. How do you deal with that? And you're trying to think of special ways to keep going, keep teaching, still be an advocate, but you're hurting inside because you know
Wow.
this very thing just happened. It tests your faith because obviously, you know, you had a grand plan that you wanted to help the community. So sometimes that can make people harden. It makes you afraid to trust again. Some at one point it made me want to stop credit repair altogether because I said I don't want to do this no more. I took a year off and I went into trucking and
Wow.
got my CDLs as well because at that point I just said I kind of just want to give up. I don't want to teach nobody how to do it because they're gonna see me coming. But something in me told me, hey Sierra, remember how the reason why you started. Remember your purpose, and everybody goes through something. And it helped me to fight my way out of it. And it made me a better teacher to help my other clients who went through similar situations or went through any kind of hardship to take that fear, that hurt away and say, we can keep going. It's not the end of the world. I don't care what your story is. You can have an 800 score get to a 300. You have moves. You don't have to lay down because somebody attacked you or you got yourself in a personal situation. Things happen, but you do not give up on the faith. You don't give up on yourself. And if you need to take a moment, a break, that's fine. Sometimes you need to step back and reevaluate, how did I get myself into that situation? What was the pitfalls that I missed? What was the signs that I missed? But guess what? When you go through that, it makes you stronger at the end of the storyline because now you're able to advocate for somebody else. Now you're able to be a better businesswoman. That's what it taught me. It made me even better. What was sent to destroy me actually empowered me. So
Come
I say this.
on.
You don't have to lay down for nobody. And what's sent, the devil will always try to send you missions and distractions when you on something that's more powerful than what the storyline is. I have had even people in my own industry not even want to collaborate just because of jealousy for no reason, just because you're in the same city.
Mm.
They want to steal clients or take your results and say now it's theirs. It's all kind of mess. However, you don't stop. You keep testifying. You keep going because you got somebody that's, guess what? If it's going through you, they got to get to God. They, whatever is going to happen to them, don't try to take vengeance. Let God handle it because He got a powerful hand of what you can do. You stay loyal, you stay humble, you stay grounded, keep pushing. They will get theirs in turn, but you ain't got to worry about that part if they get in theirs. You ain't, don't look behind you. Keep moving forward.
Mm-mm.
I've literally went through a divorce and I didn't have an income and I had to rely on my credit to pull myself together. I have 2 children now, out here by myself. Now I'm a single mom. I'm confused on what to do. And then I build everything up and then y'all steal from me. It literally shakes you sometimes. But guess what? It's 2025.
Mhm.
We're moving to 2026. My children are happy and healthy and growing. I'm happy and healthy and growing. So guess what? You can do it too. Don't you stop. I don't care what your storyline is. Actually, I do care what your storyline is because it's a testimony to keep fighting. You don't have to be like, oh, my world is over and let them win. No, ma'am. No, sir. You pick it up. And if you feel like, dang, I'm in a spot right now where I'm feeling shaky, pull that scripture out. Those people in the scriptures, they have went through stuff as well. Get your source from them. Look at their example. You know Apostle Paul, you know King David. They all went through something. They all looked the other way on accident. You know what happened with King David and Bathsheba. They all made mistakes. Don't mean that we gotta lay down. Don't mean we put our sword down. Pick it back up, rejuvenate yourself, and keep it pushing. And if you need me, I'm your girl. I'm Sierra with Credit Remedy. I'll take care of the credit part. You take care of your faith in yourself.
That is awesome. That is so true. Oh, give it up to Sierra, you guys. That is so true. You hit so many nuggets. And you know what? The only thing I want to add to that is, don't give up on community as well. Like, I think community is very important. Yes, we have those solo times when we have to be in the wilderness by ourselves to get through stuff, and that is so true. But we also need community. We need other people, like-minded people, that we can share with, that we could grow with, that can give us resources. Because if we lock ourselves away just alone by ourselves, we shut ourselves from ideas, we shut ourselves from resources and all the things that's out there. So you have to have community, and that's where that forgiveness come in. So I can even hear in Sierra's testimony that she made up in her mind that she was going to forgive and move on and not focus on what happened to her, and she was going to leave it up to God, to where it wasn't going to be, I'm going to prove something to somebody else, so she did it with herself. She made sure that she was okay, her children were okay. And I think sometimes we focus a lot on vengeance and trying to prove to people that reject us or do something to us, that we lose sight on what we're actually trying to do. So like she said, leave it to God, move forward. And let me tell you, sometimes when we go through things like that, it will stunt us from wanting to be around people or trust people again. Put your heart in the hands of God and trust God that he'll send you to the right people. So yeah, we all had our moments where we met people that was shysty, met people that, may have taken advantage of us, may have stolen from us. I've heard that story so many times. It's so not funny the amount of times I've heard people in business, trusted partners and trusted other individuals, just to have it stolen from them. But you know what? Like Sierra said, we're not going to let that stop us. And we're going to forgive fast. We're going to move forward. And now, look, I was able to meet some wonderful people like Sierra and some of the other people that I'm going to bring on to talk to you, because I, just like Sierra, didn't allow things from my past, people from my past, to hold me back from the things that God had for me. So thank you so much, Sierra. That was amazing, you guys. So, like I was saying, we're going to be talking about money trauma for the rest of this month. I'm going to be on live on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights at 9:00. We are talking to the nighttime people, the night owls out there. Come on, raise it up for me, you night owls. I know you're not home. Y'all home doing nothing. Turn off the Netflix, turn off the streaming movies, and let's talk about some serious stuff. I want to see you guys on here. Let's talk about trauma. Let's talk about money. Let's talk about emotional health. Let's talk about our mental health, because these are issues that's, on the rise out here amongst our people, and we need to address it. We need to talk about it. So I hope to see you guys on tomorrow. I'm going to be back on tomorrow at 9:00. And not only that, I want you to join me in my Facebook group, the I Am Worthy of Credit Facebook group. In that Facebook group, I have more resources, more information, more opportunities to connect with me. And also, I'm going to put in the chat how you could book a call with me if you're ready to buy, if you want to meet Sierra, if you want to connect with somebody on my team. Hey, I share, okay? I share my resources. I share these wonderful people that work with me. I call them my rock stars. We share information and we want to help you. We're going to help you get out of this. We're going to help you get out of your financial situation. We're going to help you heal from money trauma. And we are going to just surround you with words of encouragement, with spiritual empowerment, taking words and information straight from the best source that I know, which is the Word of God. So I'm so glad you guys jumped on. For those who are going to see the video after it's recorded, I'm glad you took time to watch. Again, my name is Raquel Long. I am the Solid Rock agent. Everyone affectionately called me Rock. And I'm going to bring my rock stars on and we're going to talk about these things. This is the Grown and Holy Christian Talk After Dark. You have anything to add, Sierra?
Just keep going, guys. We have your back. So if you need us, we here.
Do I have to unmute you?
Maybe. Can you hear me?
What did I do? I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
All right, you guys, we're signing off. I can hear you.
Okay, I just said keep moving forward, guys. We're here for you whenever you need us. So keep the faith up and keep moving forward.
And I'll be back tomorrow night at 9:00 for more conversation, Christian conversation after dark. Bye for now.